everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have some project shares to show you, but first off I'm going to be showing you one of my mugs. This is probably one of my favorite mugs, or the favorite mug I have. This is the mug I drink out of mostly. This mug totally represents who I am. This is how I look like every day while I work. I do wear headphones for work. And yeah, I bought this mug a few years ago from HomeSense. I was hoping to find more this year, but I haven't seen any. They did have them last year. I just wish I should have picked up another one. So this mug is fairly loved. It used to have a gold trim here on the top here, but it is fairly worn out. This is the back of this mug. It's a very simple mug, and I absolutely love it. So that is the mug for this video. Today after work, I decided to go to Tim Hortons and I got myself a cafe mocha. This is what I'm drinking tonight. So anyways, on to the project shares. So I've been loving making embellished envelopes. I go through stages. Sometimes I go through making tons of tags or cards, and then I switch over to something else. But I seem to be loving making these embellished envelopes. I think they're great for flat mail, and if anyone has received one of my embellished envelopes, you'll know what they look like or what they're all about. So this is the first one I had made. This one is very traditional in colors when it comes to Halloween. I've been using a lot of my stash this year. You know, what's the point of hoarding paper? I have tons of Halloween stuff I can play around with. To be honest, I haven't been finding a lot of great Halloween items as much as I have in the past. I love the paper from Michael's this year, don't get me wrong, but just in general, I haven't been, I don't know, just this year I just find it kind of hit and miss. I'm still hoping to find something amazing this year, but in the meantime I am using up some of my stash. I figure why not. So yeah, so this envelope is very traditional, as I mentioned. I stuck a witch sticker here. I received a whole bunch of these type of stickers from my very good friend Elizabeth Late. She sent me a whole bunch of them in Happy Meal. I think these were found at Target last year. She sent me a whole bucket full of these. So thank you so much, Elizabeth, if you're watching. So yeah, this paper on these two panels is from DCWV, which was released a few years ago. I actually found the paper stack at HomeSense. HomeSense used to sell a lot more crafting items in comparison to now. They used, every year for Halloween, they used to sell paper, and you know, they were older collections, which is fine. Yeah, so and that year I actually bought a couple of them. I think the collection was called Bewitched. So I actually bought a couple of paper stacks that year to play around with, and they're quite inexpensive. I remember HomeSense used to carry like punches, Halloween punches. I remember buying a Halloween bat punch border punch from there. Stamps he used to sell, and yeah, it was just wonderful. and they've since stopped selling a lot of the paper crafting stuff for the past couple years. I just wish they would go back to selling that. So a lot of my paper, which I've purchased in the past, was from HomeSense. So, but anyways, sorry about my babbling. Yeah, so this opens up. I like to seal everything with Velcro, which you can get Velcro at Dollarama or your dollar store. So this is how it looks like on the inside. I've been using a lot of my washi as well. And I decided to sign this one. It says, handmade by Rula, crafting after midnight, year 2019. So yeah, so that is that one, how it looks like on the inside. And this is the back. I like to keep my envelopes fairly plain. I just don't like anything really busy. So I just think the less the better. That's just my style. I just like to have everything very clean and crisp. Yeah, so for this one I just stuck some washi. This washi was purchased from Michael's a few years ago. And at the bottom here, this trim is adhesive. This was purchased from Dollar Tree, and I stuck some black lace here on the bottom to give it some interest, and I just stuck a couple gems here and a witch glittered sticker here in the middle. So yeah, that is the first envelope. I absolutely love how this turned out. And this is the second one. This one is mainly a spider themed one. Again, this spider paper is from DCWV. I use some purple and black striped paper here on the side. And here for the closure or the embellishment, I just took one of those heart shaped wooden pieces, which you can find at Dollarama or I think a Dollar Tree. I just colored it and distressed it with silver paint. And here in the middle, I stuck a spider. This is actually a spider ring, which I purchased a pack of these from Dollar Tree. You can find these every year at Dollar Tree. And I think Dollarama is selling these this year as well, but in different colors. I have quite a bit of those, so I've stocked up on those. They just make great embellishments. And here in the front, it just stuck some bling. And this one opens up. Again, same idea. I used some washi. That's in my stash. And I just stuck a little sticker there. It says here, October 31st, when witches go riding, black cats are seen. The moon laughs and whispers, 'tis near Halloween. And there's a little black kitty on there. So that is that envelope on the inside. So yeah, I like to mix and match papers and different elements from from dollar stores and even from Michael's and so forth. So whatever works. I don't usually stick to one collection. So this is the back of this one. Again, I used a sticker from Dollarama. They have these this year again. The skull paper is from Michael's by Recollections. I think it was called Midnight Manor. Michael's had this paper released 2 years in a row, and I have quite a bit of this paper from years ago. I actually bought a couple on clearance as well, so I have a lot to play around with. And I just stuck some purple bat stickers there. On the bottom here, I stuck some black ribbon, and I just stuck some gemstones here. And again, I used some lace here on the bottom just to give it some interest. So that is the second envelope. And this is the final one I had made. I actually made this past weekend. I actually decided to use the Pinkaboo paper. I absolutely love this paper. I'm not a huge pink fan, but this paper is quite pretty. It's very beautiful. I just love the spiderweb design. Yeah, this paper I think goes great with black accents. It's just so pretty. And again, it all depends how you match things up or with other elements, or how you put things together. And here in the middle, for the closure, I used a felt flower from Dollar Tree, and in the middle here I stuck a resin pumpkin, a sparkly pumpkin, which I hauled from Michael's, or I got from Michael's last year, or somebody had given me this. I think this was given to me last year in some Happy Mail. So this is the inside. Again, it's the same paper here on the inside with this pumpkins. This bat confetti was found at Dollarama this year. I used some washi that I have in my stash. That's that one. And this is the back of this one envelope. Yeah, so I kind of goofed up on the back of this one, but what I did, I just stuck some gems here on the side here, and I just stuck some adhesive spider ribbon. It just, for some reason, when I glued it down, it just came out crooked. I just thought it looked kind of funny, so I just covered it up, and I think it turned out well. And again, there's some black lace trim here at the bottom. I just absolutely love using lace. So yeah, so that is the other envelope I had made. And I actually have one more. Let me just go grab it. This is a cat themed one for an upcoming swap I'm doing. This paper was given to me by my friend Elizabeth Late. I don't remember the name of the paper collection. And I just stuck some cat stickers on here. Here in the middle, again, I used a felt flower. And in the middle here, there's a gem here with a cat. I don't know if you can see that. So I think you can get these either from Hobby Lobby or from AC Moore. I got a whole bunch of these in Happy Mail. So, and here's the back of this one. I used a cat punch, which was again given to me by my very good friend Elizabeth Late. I just cut that out on glittered cardstock, and I stuck a bat sticker here. Again, I used some orange trim here. This is spider ribbon I have in my stash. This was hauled from Michael's quite a few years ago, and again I stuck some black lace here. And this is how it opens, and here's the inside of this one. Again, I just mix and matched with couple of papers I have in my stash. This paper is from Michael's again. This was released a a couple years ago. And again, I punched out another glittered cat here. And again, I signed this. It says handmade by Rula 2019, crafting after midnight. So that is that envelope. Yeah, I'm probably going to make more of these. Yeah, just yeah, they're, like I said, they're great for flat mail, and they're just really pretty. They're fun to make. So, and I actually made a card using a few of my scraps this past weekend. This is the card I came up with. Yeah, so I just cut out 3 panels of different papers, and I glued everything onto with mounting tape and onto some black cardstock, and I just cut it out. You may be wondering what kind of, if this is a punch or whatnot. These are scissors I have that I use to make that kind of design. Yeah, so this card is like a mix and match with different papers I have, or papers that I had left over. And I stuck a die cut here. I used a bat punch here. And I just stuck a couple gems there. And yeah, so this is the back. It's quite plain. I don't know if I'm going to add anything onto there. I might. So, and on the inside it's quite plain. So that is my project shares to show you. And yeah, so I'm having fun with Halloween crafting this year, and like I said, I'm using up some of my stash. You know, so yeah, I love Halloween crafting. I just go with the flow, and I find with Halloween crafting nothing has to be perfect, but yeah, I just love it. So I'm probably going to be continuing doing Halloween crafting even after Halloween. It makes me happy. I'm gonna try and use up some of my Christmas stash as well when I do Christmas crafting. I have tons already, so I'm going to be staying away from that this year. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to doing more Halloween paper crafting. And right now I don't have a lot of Halloween swaps going on. I have a couple of them on the way. I'm working on a couple of pocket letters right now. But otherwise, if anyone's interested in doing a Halloween swap with me, you can contact me. I will have my email down below, and I'm not going to be doing that many, to be honest. I just don't want to get overwhelmed, but I'm open to doing a couple of them this year. So anyways, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to make a comment down below. Again, sorry about my babbling. Okay, thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.